I got a funny feeling. I got a funny feeling.
Hey, how's it going, guys? My name is Mauricio Ceballos, and today I'm going to talk to you about the 3 most common mistakes that every Forex trader tends to do. Common mistake number 1 is going to be funding your account. Yes, you heard that right, funding your account. You do not want to fund your account when you are starting off. First thing you want to do is you want to go ahead and create a demo account. Now you can open a demo account with any brokerage. There's many brokers, and if you want to see what broker I use, it's going to be on the description down below. Now, get into that. What's the thing that you want to do? What you want to do is you want to go ahead and open a demo account so that way you can paper trade that account and you can see the mistakes that you're doing without having to lose your money. A lot of people tend to go ahead and fund their account with $100, $200, $5,000, $1,000. A lot of things that might be seen in the near future with this whole stimulus check coming in is that people are going to go ahead and fund their account with that stimulus check. You do not want to do that. You want to go ahead and reinvest that into education or things that will potentially get you to where you want to be. So common mistake number 1 is funding your account. You do not want to fund your account as a beginner. Common mistake number 2 is going to be over leveraging. That's one very huge common mistake that a lot of people tend to do, which is over leverage. You do not want to over leverage because when you over leverage, you're putting your money at risk. You do not want to put your money at risk. What you want to do is you want to gradually increase your profit by increasing your account size. And the way that you increase your account size is by seeing progress in your trading career, in your trading journey. Now, of course, there's going to be ups and downs within this whole progress, but understand that that progress, even though if it's slow, it's better than going fast. A lot of people want to go ahead and get rich quick, and that's not something that I recommend. One thing that I highly recommend is for you to take your pace and do not compete with nobody. Compete with yourself. As long as you know what you're doing right, you want to continue doing that, and little mistakes that you'll be able to see over the period of time are things that you're going to go ahead and want to fix. And the only way that you'll be able to fix that is by not over leveraging your account, because the moment that you over leverage your account, what's going to happen is that eventually you will go ahead and blow your account. You do not want to blow your account, because the moment that you start blowing your account, then a lot of confidence start going away. You won't want to trade no more, and then you'll say, you know what, trading isn't for me. Understand that trading is a long-term career. Treat this as a career and it will pay you out very well. Common mistake number 3, and this one, oh my God, guys, I see it a lot. Going through all the indicators. There's a lot of people that, are new or even intermediate and even advanced people that consider themselves, they have their trading setup like a DJ setup, literally, like this. You do not want to have your trading setup looking like a DJ setup, because the moment that you have your trading setup looking like a DJ setup, what's going to happen is that you are not going to be able to focus on what's really happening. Yes, of course, there's going to be little moments where you're going to say, Mauricio, these are my confirmations. These are things that I take in consideration. Understand that the more indicators you have, the more you will contradict yourself, because not every single indicator is going to take you towards the decision making that you really want to make. So understand that one very huge common mistake is that people tend to make their trading platform look like a DJ stand. And what I mean by DJ stand is you have a lot of indicators everywhere. You have EMAs, MAs, you have RSIs, MACDs. You have all these indicators that at the end of the day are just confusing you more. A tip I recommend you to avoid that and to actually better yourself with that is learn price action. Price action is going to be major for your trading career, because the moment that you start understanding what price action is, what's going to happen is that now you will be able to understand the language of Forex, because it is conformed by candlesticks. If you understand what each and every single candlestick is telling you, you will be able to read it like a book. You will be able to know exactly what it's going to potentially do in the future by understanding what this candlestick means, what that candlestick means. Is this candlestick telling me that it's being bearish, therefore I can potentially look for selling positions? Is this candlestick telling me that it's going to be bullish, so therefore I can potentially look for bullish scenarios? So those are 3 very common mistakes that a lot of individuals tend to do. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys through the laptop so you guys can see exactly what I mean. First of all, I'm going to show you guys how to open a quick demo account, okay, with the broker that I use down below. Second, I'm going to show you what not to do when it comes to over leveraging and what you can do when it comes to risk to reward ratio. And third, but not least, is I'm going to show you how you want to see your trading setup. You want to have your trading setup looking professionally clean without a lot of indicators everywhere looking like a DJ. So with that said, let's get to it. Let's go to the computer real quick and let me show you exactly what it is I mean. Okay guys, so now that we're over here on the desktop, this is the broker that I personally like to use, LQDFX. Now the link is going to be down below. First thing you gotta do, you have to go ahead and create yourself an account. Once you create yourself your account, you're going to go ahead and log in to your account. And now that you are logged in, there's going to be sections where it's going to tell you trading account, finance, so on and so on. You want to go to where it says trading account, or other thing that you can go ahead and do, you can go directly over here and put open demo account. When you click on open demo account, it's going to give you options. It's going to give you the option of the currency, which in this case US dollar, the account type, I recommend ECN, the leverage, the type of leverage that you'll be using, and then the starting balance. Now, I recommend to start with something that's going to be close to whatever deposit you're going to do. If you want to do deposit 500 or 700 or 300, and it's closer to 500, you want to click on 500. Once you do that, you do not, me personally, I don't like to use the bonus, so I don't use that at all. And then you're just going to go ahead and put create. Now that you have created your account, you can see down below over here, it says demo account. Okay, compared to all the other ones that say live account, this one right here is going to be a demo account, something that you can go ahead and practice with, and it's going to be very easy to access your account. It's going to give you your account settings, your credentials. Then you can go over here and change password. Now when it comes to change password, you simply go ahead and add the password that was sent over to you via email if you want to change the password. If not, you will be receiving an email that will tell you what is the password to your account, and there you go guys, you have created your first demo account, which you can now start paper trading from your phone or from your MT4 laptop. Now that you have your logins credentials, you're going to input those in here. I'm just going to go ahead and copy and paste, login, and once I sign in, it's going to take me directly to the trading account that I have created. In this case, it's a $500 demo account that I have created that I had mentioned that you guys can see on the top left. It says demo deposit of $500. This is what you do not want to do. There's going to be many individuals that are going to see nice setup. For example, right here, I could potentially be looking for some buying scenarios. And even though it is the best setup that you can find, a lot of people are going to go ahead and click trade. And then right here, even though they have 500, they're going to go ahead and put either one lot and place. Now, understand this, that when you have leverage, okay, 1 to 200 is not going to let you over leverage as much, and that's one good thing, but it will let you go ahead and put smaller leverages such as 0.50. This right here to an extent is not over leveraging, but at the same time it is a high lot size for the account size that you have. You do not want to do this, so do not do this. Do not over leverage. Even though you see a good setup of market potentially having that movement to the upside, you do not want to over leverage, because when you do over leverage, you have the possibility of potentially blowing your account. Do not over leverage once again. Alright guys, so now we're over here on the charts, and what I want to show you guys on the charts is exactly what not to do. So what you do not want to have is, you don't want to be having all these indicators everywhere, such as, you know, moving averages, divergence, OBSs. There's tons and tons of indicators up over here that I tend to see a lot of individuals input in their computer, and that's something that you definitely do not want to have. The more indicators you have, the more uncertain it is of you taking a decision. And due to the fact that you won't take a decision based off of what you see, but in case of what the confirmation are is telling you, but at the same time they can be contradicting itself, right? So you definitely do not want to have all these indicators everywhere. For example, one of the only indicators that I use is going to be the RSI. And the only reason why I use the RSI is to help me identify potential points of interest that I can take in consideration, and not just that, but also potential areas of divergence that help me understand that there is a potential move in the trend. So for example, in this case scenario right here, what I'm able to identify is that market is potentially creating some divergence where we can see market being flat over here, market is going to the upside. So therefore, entering New York, we can see that shift of momentum to the downside. As you guys can see, I keep my charts pretty simple, very straightforward, as far as just points that I take in consideration for potential entry level, stop loss, take profits at 1 and 3 risk to ratios.
And now this is same scenario when it comes to Euro USD. You guys can see right here that I have not much things over here, right? The only thing that I took in consideration for this specific trade was, again, being able to find market divergence. As you guys can see, market going down in that area, market going up in this area, has a shift in momentum, and then retracement tap into the zone, and then finally hit TP1, which is a 1, 2, 3 risk reward. Once I hit TP1 at a 1, 2, 3 risk reward, I typically like to go ahead and move this to break even. That way I am not risking my trade. Now, depending on how many TPs the trade has, is depending on how far that I will go with it. Right here, we had 3 TPs, one at a 1 to 3, another one at a 1 to 9. Sorry, another one at 1 to 6, and the last one at a 1 to 9. As you guys can see, here's a before of this specific trade that you guys can see right over here. This right here was analyzed on the 5-minute time frame. So we go over to 5-minute time frame. This breakdown was, as you guys can see. Here we have the after, and here we have the before. So we can see how market was able to, react off of this area, which we had seen an expansion move to the upside, which was helping me identify that market is going to potentially continue moving to the upside. And that is exactly what happened. There's 2 potential entry points I had marked up, which is this line right here and this line right here. As you guys can see, market actually came down to the second line and had its reaction off of that, and then tested it once again, and then went to the upside to that 1 to 3 risk reward ratio. So again, you guys want to have your charts clean. You do not want to have indicators everywhere, which is going to create conflict of interest when it comes to your specific trade. So I hope you guys were able to learn a lot of stuff within this lesson. Now again, as always, if you guys want to go ahead and join the free Telegram group that I have, go ahead and click that link down below. Also, broker that I use is going to be on the description down below. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, and see you guys next time. Have a great one. Bye-bye.